What's up, disc golfers? This is Matt Dollar, and welcome to the United States Mini Disc Golf Championship. This is round 2, front 9, lead card in the men's Pro Open division.
Which card are you?
Starting out on hole number 1, the par 4 triple Mando hole, we got Snappy Cole, who was leading after round number 1. He shot a 12 under par, which ties the course record.
Oh, it's a tough angle. That's a tough second.
And Snappy lays up just a little bit too far to the right. Gonna have a weird, tough second shot there. K-Mac chips the thumber, lands it right in the middle, just like you want to. Sets him up where he will have a second shot, where he will be able to throw probably a backhand or a thumber. I'm gonna go with the same move as K-Mac. I didn't lay up quite as good. I'm a little bit shorter. Matlack's going for that big shot.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It just happened.
That's that shot where he grips it like it's a grenade and throws it upside down. It does the full flip. Pretty nasty shot he has there. So I'm going to go backhand with my aerofoil, and it's going to be pretty close. Give me a good look at the birdie. K-Mac tries to ring it up in his second shot. Throws the thumber with the mini driver, and it just goes down just past the basket. Almost hits the cameraman. That's our boy Ben Hansen out there on the catch cam for a few holes this round. So K-Mac will tap in for his par. I'll get the only birdie of the group here on hole number 1. And you know, it's really not a long hole, but the triple Mando and the road being so close on your upshot bring that extra bit of difficulty into hole number 1, and it really didn't see that many birdies. So hole 2, just barely over 100 feet. It is basically two options here. You can go straight up the tunnel, or you can try to go hyzer over the top.
Oh. Thanks.
That loud noise you heard was a walnut landing on a tin roof. I don't know if you know what walnuts are, but they are heavy. So the big hyzer is going to be the play for this group. During round 1, we saw Mikey Golden throw a lefty shot straight up the middle. It was the best shot of the group by far.
Oh!
And wow, Matlack looked like it was going in from the behind the shoulder view. Catch cam will show us it was just a little bit deep, but on a perfect line. Great hyzer from Matlack. There's our friends Nate and Charity Goodwin camping out over by hole number 2 on the mini course. K-Mac completes his birdie. And when Snappy missed his putt, he actually rolled out of bounds, so I had to make an OB line that was not right on the edge of the creek line, or the creek wall, but a little bit further in because the creek wall collapses really easily. So Snappy was actually out of bounds by like an inch. So we move to hole 3. I'm going to go huge thumber off the tee. I have not thrown that many thumbers with the minis trying to get distance before this weekend, and I picked up more and more distance as the weekend went on and realized how vital that shot really could be.
Trouble. Please bleep that out. I'm sorry.
Matlack flips his over with that grenade-like shot, or maybe he doesn't flip it enough. I'm really not sure how that one works. But he goes too far to the right, and he's in the woods pretty deep.
You're like a big rubber band. You're like Gumby, dude. You're doing that motion like Gumby. Whoa, whoa. Incredible inflatable tube, man.
Shoot.
So as you can see there, me and Snappy were having a great time going down the fairway. Always love playing with my boy Snappy. I'm going to draw a little bit of metal on an eagle bid. And Snappy will also take his chance at eagle. So Matlack was down there in the creek. He went out of bounds and was not able to get all the way out to the fairway. He's going to take a 5 here on hole number 3 and lose 2 strokes to the entire field, or the entire card, that is. And we'll move to hole 4, coming in at 95 feet. I'm going to go with the backhand with my Zing Snipe.
Spicy!
And as you can hear me say, it's a little spicy. That's going to be a tough putt coming back. K-Mac's going to go thumber.
Oh!
And boy, was he close to dialing that one up for an ace. Thumber definitely seemed to be the throw of choice here for the righty. The toughest part is like distance control on this, because if you come up a little short, you're in the water, so you try to go a little long and you end up way past the pin like I did. So Matlack is back to even par for this round.
Oh!
Holy cow, Matlack almost rung it up with a mini Ultra Star. Let's get a Cam 2 replay here. He has a beautiful Anheuser line on it, goes just outside the chains, crashes in. He'll still have a nice look at the birdie. Kind of a conservative bid for myself there. Lucky, really, that it didn't hit the tray and catch a little roll away. So Snappy makes a nice putt from the edge of the creek for his birdie. And Matlack, after bogeying the last hole, will jump back on the birdie train here. And K-Mac also taps in for the bird, so I'll be the only one not getting the birdie here. And we will move on to hole number 5. It is a par 4 coming in at just under 275 feet. Kevin McCoy, our leader, at 14 under par. He's going to go roller off the tee.
Whoa. Is that legal?
And very impressive roller with a mini driver from Kevin. Snappy's going to dial up the low thumber just to try and put himself in good position. He may be slightly behind that tree, but should set himself up with a second shot.
Oh my gosh, no!
Turn over?
Yeah, it hit the branch and it turned over.
Matlack tries to go for that crazy upside down grenade shot again and kind of caught a limb and pushed him into that stuff on the right. It'll be a really hard birdie from there. So Matlack is on a knee. He's able to get out of the bush, but really has...
I can't believe I turned it over.
He said he can't believe he turned it over. He really just had no room to get any momentum moving towards the target. Snappy drops a thumber just short of the basket and will roll in for about a 10-foot putt. And McCoy also has a nice upshot there. That is definitely the furthest drive I had the entire tournament on this hole. It's weird, like, these holes all played very good as par 4s and 5s during initial testing, but I really started cranking that mini distance out even further with the thumber, and it definitely made some of the par 4s and 5s play a little shorter than anticipated. So this hole is just to the left of the yellow basket you see up there. You can still kind of see the little black basket. Snappy's going to go upside down thumber right before the zoom cut in. I don't know if you could see it, but Snappy's mini landed probably about 5 feet behind the basket on a dead line. Should be an easy birdie for Snap.
Oh, damn. Hit the pin?
Yeah, he did.
Jumped up, hit the cage.
So I followed Snappy's line there, went a little lower, kind of a sidearm thumber move, and it's going to land just short of the basket, jump up, and hit the cage. Kind of reminiscent of that mini thumber I had on hole 1 at the Grange that bumped up and almost hit the hole-in-one on the yellow jacket. So Matlack's backhand has left him way out to the left, and he's going to have to make a good shot here to save his par.
Oh, hit the pole! Backed up and hit the pole.
So he throws the hyzer, catches a little roll back, and hits the pole, according to one of our spectators. Kevin McCoy has to straddle out around some branches here. It's going to be a really tough putt. Not able to get it through there. Snappy and myself will both tap out for the birdie. And Matlack and Kevin will take par, and we'll move into hole number 7. Coming in at 81 feet, the super tight uphill par 3. We haven't seen a ton of success off of this tee pad yet. Snappy is at 15 under par at the moment, tied for the lead with Kevin McCoy.
Real nice shot.
I'm one behind at 14 under par. And it's really funny, I thought this was going to be a righty backhand hyzer hole, and I saw these guys throwing thumbers on it, and so I switched to the thumber as well, and sure enough, there's a really good thumber line on that top right side. And just like in round 1, even Matlack, who we don't see throw many thumbers at all, is going to throw the thumber here. Matlack says he hits the base, so he's just tapping in there for his birdie. Now we got Snappy from about 15 to 20 feet. Very nice putt from Snappy. We'll catch a little slow-mo. Just beautiful, crisp release out of his hand. No wobble on that mini at all. And K-Mac wills one in there. I'm stuck a little bit on the bushy side of the green, but I'm able to knock one in just barely right side change. And we'll slide on to hole number 8, sponsored by Joe Costa, our co-TD, affectionately known as Pasta around these parts. So this is the other tight hole on the course, the back-to-back super tighties. I like to just throw an Anheuser putt here, just hit that first gap and let the putt carry me down to give me a long look. Snappy tried to go with a tomahawk, which in my experience does not work in mini golf at all. Kevin goes with the thumber, and Matlack tries the backhand putt like I did, but no one is really successful off the tee here. And if you don't have a really good drive, it's tough to go for this birdie because it's really easy to go long and go OB. We're going to have to see if Snappy stayed in bounds. He went a little deep on that. Oh no, Kevin with the cut through. It was moving a little right to left and had some hyzer, but that was a very nice putt. That's actually the only cut through we've seen so far. And almost to balance things out, John Matlack throws one that uses no chains at all and goes in on this same basket. Matlack has a beautiful little loft on his mini putt there. The backside of the disc gets really high in the air and the nose gets down. And Matlack's shown us some really good putting this weekend so far. And he'll be our hole sponsor for hole number 9, the last hole in this video. Hole 9 was definitely one of the favorite holes of the players. Just this straight downhill elevation shot. Just really fun.
Yeah.
Snappy's disappears a little to the right side of the screen, but he's going to end up rolling back and having a pretty close putt for the birdie.
Well, I didn't really fluff it. I fluffied it.
Snap called it right. I fluffed that one. So here's Kevin McCoy, our co-leader. And he fluffs his mini driver just a little bit, but not near as much as I did. He's going to land a lot closer to the pin and catch it a little bit of a nice roll. Should be an easy birdie for Kevin after that. John Matlack has joined in on the thumber games, and as you could hear him say, he just cannot throw a thumber with these right now. He's been throwing a lot of really nice backhands, though. So John will have a nice upshot there and give him an easy par. I'm going to miss my putt a little short, and then we'll have K-Mac and Snappy still putting for the birdie. And that'll move Kevin McCoy to 17 under par, and James Snappy Cole will also be at 17 under par. Matlack's only going to manage a 2 under par on the front 9 here. I'm going to go 6 under par, make up 1 stroke on Snappy, but not make up any ground on Kevin. So we have a tight race at the top here. Kevin McCoy and Snappy at 17, I'm at 15, and Matlack is at 11. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please join us back for the back 9 of this video and rounds 3 and the final 9.